And we're back, and we're going to continue our discussion on religion with the Kelton Ray. Okay.
So before we went to break, you mentioned that it says God's coming back
for His church, and so in our discussion, we're basically saying we worship things that we make as human. So like, what does that mean to you all when it says He's coming back for His church? What is that? If it's not a building.
I mean, it talks about when he says His church, He's talking about the people. That's what he's talking about in the word. So. I think people, the Bible mentions a lot of stuff that's, I'm not gonna say it should make people on their P's and Q's, because it definitely talks about the righteous are barely gonna make it in. So all these people who are really playing church and doing a lot of things that are not of God and trying to present like they are godly, it's gonna come out in the end.
Right.
So I mean, you might be deceiving people now, but I mean, you're only gonna get so far with it. So I mean, I think people should really examine who they are and being on their own spiritual journey, and whatever that does for you. I think that's significant in your own walk, because I mean, you still believe in God, but I'm pretty sure there are other things as far as Christianity
you don't fool with
that you probably just. So what is like one of those things that you just like? That's not somehow.
There's a few. I'll harp on a couple. The whole concept of salvation. The whole concept of like if you.
You didn't celebrate Easter?
You said, did I celebrate Easter?
That's what I said. Did you celebrate Easter?
In my own way.
What did you do?
I went in nature. Like I said,
Who you go with? Who did you go to nature with?
I went with
you
myself.
And God, or you?
Yeah, well, yeah.
How can you? Who else? Anybody else there?
I mean, it was me and my spiritual.
Oh, okay.
So you just went along.
You just went along.
Yeah.
Okay.
How long were you at? Did you just camp, or was it like?
It was turn around trip.
Not left.
Turn around trip.
Like left eye type stuff.
No.
Were you chasing waterfalls?
I mean, actually, I did get some fresh water.
Fresh water out the ground, Jesse.
Yeah.
How was that?
That explains.
Tastes different. Tastes different than city water.
What Ozark was?
Nah, it wasn't. But to get back to before we got off, if I celebrated Easter or not, some problems that I have with I don't want to say problems because
questions.
Yeah, some things that I didn't align with one another in terms of me questioning Christianity. The concept of salvation. Whenever you ask somebody, what does it take in order to get into heaven? Depending, if you ask 100 people, you might get 100 different answers.
This is true.
You probably will.
And being honest, I'm just gonna be honest, and I'm a Christian all day long, but there are definitely some things I have in question. I don't think there's a playbook on how to get to heaven.
Right.
I think there's definitely one on how to get to hell.
But how do you get to hell?
And I also feel like even with that, but I'm saying in church,
is it?
Well, I'm saying
on what it is, yeah.
Because from my understanding, from when I grew up in the church, it was believe that Jesus died on the cross.
Right.
Believe that He rose on the third day, and I think that was it.
And like you gotta accept
Him, say that. Yeah. But that's it. But that's it though. But that's it.
Get into heaven, right?
No.
What difference do it make? If I get in, I'm straight.
That is saying that you are a Christian. That's what makes you a Christian. That doesn't, because if that was the case, He wouldn't have had to die if it was that simple. Yeah. So it's not that simple, because I mean, when you go back to Adam and Eve, He gave them freedom of choice. And so when Eve betrayed what God had said and tricked, she convinced Adam to go against what God had said. And that's where all the hardships of life arose. So it's kind of like, and even to get to heaven part, I just think like I said, it says the righteous are barely going to make it in. So I don't think there's no playbook, even to hell. Because it's a lot of people.
So you can believe that Jesus died on the cross for your sins and He rose and still go to hell?
Because you got to think.
Because you got
people out here who are still, they believe that. They love God, true enough. But yet you still out here fornicating. Or you still out here stealing. You're still out here killing people. You're still out here being manipulative and evil hearted.
So you can be a Christian.
You can be a Christian.
The devil was a Christian at one point in time.
You said who?
The devil.
Okay. Well, okay. But that comes into like concept like is heaven and hell even like, does that even exist?
I mean, if you're a Christian, then yeah. If you're not a Christian, then
no. I'm saying, but how do you know?
Like,
what do you mean? As far as like what?
Do heaven and hell exist?
By what the Bible says, or just by?
Or like, how do we know? Like in our heart.
Like, well, the Bible was written by man.
This is my question I have, and I always have this question with a lot of people. Me and my mom have discussed this, missionary Linda Perry, and so it's just the fact that there are a lot of people are not even aware. So some of y'all will be mind boggled by this, but there are a lot of books in the Bible that are not in the Holy Bible.
Right.
And so my question is to other people is, do you even go try to research those books? And I'm just talking, you have. So have you read any other chapters of like, oh, I feel like this was vital, that should have been in the
I haven't actually. I've read some. I do know the King James version of the Bible. There are like it's a big chunk of the original Bible that's missing from the King James version, and it's people that live and die by the King James version of the Bible. What I don't understand is that how can you as a Christian live by a book that's written in the name of somebody that's a rapist, a murderer, a pedophile? I'm speaking of King James of England. So, like, with the concept of heaven and hell, does heaven and hell exist? I'm asking.
I think it does exist.
But we don't know for sure. Like,
I mean, I ain't never been there, so I can't be like, yeah, I've been there.
But they hadn't been there either. So how can we, like, do we just take their word?
By the main, what was written before King James?
What was told to them?
Right.
Or ministered to them in a way, what they were taught.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say this: have you ever experienced a miracle? That's what I asked.
What's the definition of a miracle?
Miraculous wonders, signs, and things that. Cause I remember you posted some on your page about, I know faith and something like that, and reality and all that stuff. Because what you can see with your own eyes, and like, oh, okay, that's realistic. But like an actual miracle, have you ever experienced something like that? Because for me, I know I've seen a few miracles in my own life, and it's like ain't nobody but God. Like,
yeah, I can say I got into a car wreck when I was in college. Fell asleep at the wheel on I-40. Went off the road backwards. Yeah, like and survived. Like walked away, didn't have to go to the hospital or anything.
Yeah, that's
but
one hell of a miracle.
That's one hell of a miracle.
Who do you credit that to? Yourself?
No.
God?
No. I mean, I had no control over that.
I mean, because some people would tell that same story and be like, "Oh, yeah, it was me."
Yeah, I'm just a strong.
I'm just strong.
No, I was asleep. I had no control over that. But I feel like what we do a lot in terms of classifying what a miracle is, we talk about something that falls outside the realm of nature.
Like what?
From a biblical sense, a baby being born of a virgin.
So, are there any other instances that you know that's happened?
Of somebody ever coming from a virgin?
Yeah.
No. Like I asked my homeboy this. I'm like, bro, let's say you with your girl. She come to you say, oh my gosh, babe, I'm pregnant, and you was like, well, hold on, like you ain't never let me hit it.
We know what's happening. She getting left.
Oh.
She getting left.
But if she tells you that this is an act of God, and like an angel came and told me this, like don't get mad.
And I think that's what makes it so like
what would you do?
But in this day and time, it wouldn't. Yeah, I understand.
What's the difference between now and 2,000 years ago?
It's the same fact. You don't have people being resurrected no more. You barely have. We about to get ready to wrap this segment up, but. When you go to churches now, a lot of times that we don't have miracles because people don't operate on the same anointing and they're not tapping into the same stuff. Everybody's on a time schedule. Like when you go to church now, and I'm not throwing no shade to no church or nothing like that, but they're praying for me from your seat. What happened to altar call? Like back in my day, like when I grew up, Church of God in Christ, Great New Bible Way, Church of God in Christ, we used to literally be on the altar praying. That's how I knew how to pray for myself and pray through real situations. Now you got people who are growing up, they can't even pray a headache away because they getting prayed from the seat.
But that's only
on a time schedule.
But that's only from a Christian perspective, though. Which religion is the right religion? Because there are many religions, A through Z.
And that's true. But my thing is, where have the miracles? Whatever you believe in, where have you seen a miracle at? And I feel like if you haven't seen a miracle in your religion, or other people can't contest to it in your day and time, then maybe you need to reconstruct.
What a miracle is subjective depending on who's interpreting it.
I think that's
what religion is the right religion.
I don't think that's a correct or wrong answer to that. I think it's all about what you want from that religion, what you take away from it.
And as long as you believe in somebody greater or higher than you,
that's
I report to God. And realistically, it all could be God, but everybody calls, in a different way. As long as it's not to me, when you get to saying an idol object, like, I worship Jacqueline's hat, can you give me some wisdom? No, man. Not going to the head. But I just feel like when you're something that's higher than you on a spiritual level, I feel like we're all kind of tapping into the same things. So, but everybody's calling something different.
If somebody worships a different religion than you, in terms of if somebody doesn't worship Christianity, but they have a standard form of religion, would that person, since they don't see God the way you see God, would they be damned to hell?
I don't think so.
Not necessarily.
Because I've spoken with some Christians, that's how they feel.
I mean, there's something in these new day Christians are something.
Oh no, these old folks. These old folks.
I'm gonna go there next because I'll start to make stats about that today. These Christians, these old and new.
We're gonna continue this conversation with Kelton Ray. Stay tuned to another episode of the Melanin Pot. We appreciate him. We're holding it down with Kelton all week long. Once again, I'm Jay Johnson.
I'm Jacqueline.
I'm Kelton.
And we out this thing.